When you come back from the break, you're going to tell me what you think this is. All I'm going to show you is that. What do you think that is, everyone? And I guarantee you're going to get this wrong. So have a look at it. It's got 6 sides. Seems to have a bit of a front to it. There is a red herring if ever there was one. I'm trying to think if I should show you another piece of it. Yes, I'll show you another piece of it. No, I can't show you another piece of it. There we go. Marvellous. Righty-ho. So, you can tell me what that is. Hashtag Safari Live. When you come back, the answer will be revealed and Steph will be with his elephant, hopefully. See you shortly. We're in advert break, obviously. Now, I'm not going to show you what this is. I want you to tell me what you think it was. I think you will be surprised. Many of you, of course, are experts, and if I were to put something basic like a moth underneath there, you'd know immediately what it was. But I think this one is going to surprise you somewhat. So I'm going to put it... David, don't show it. I'm going to put it behind there. How conspiratorial. White Lady Eon, you say, is it an arachnid? No, it is not an arachnid. And in case you're wondering where the word arachnid comes from, it comes from the lexicon of Brent Leo Smith. And I'm not sure whether he says arachnid because that's what he thinks it is, or if he just says it like that because it's quite fun to say. Brent is in the FC, and he will tell us if he says it because it's amusing or because it's correct. It is funny, I agree. He says it's because it's funny. Arachnid is a wonderful word. Anyone else? No one else want to guess? Yuri says a spider. No. Mary, it's not a spider. I am thoroughly beating you on this one. Let's have 2 more. No, not a scorpion. MS Sky. High Noon says a dung beetle leg. That's closer. Anyone else? Scott, you say a tick? Negative. None of the above. And Aaron, you reckon it's a mosquito? No. You'll be amazed when I show this to you. Sally, you say a bug. Well, it's not actually a bug. It's a beetle. It's a long horned beetle with the longest horns you've ever seen. Isn't that amazing? And those were its front feet. I showed you. Geraldine Kent apparently guessed it. Well, given that she caught it, I think, and gave it to me, I think that's quite impressive. Isn't that amazing? I showed you the front feet. Those are the things that I showed you there. Isn't that astounding? Look at its look at its mouth parts moving. Let's have a look at them under the microscope. Ivanon, you want to know why Brent is in the FC? Well, it's because Brent's decided that, 2 hours of work a day are entirely sufficient. So he's gone back to have a bit of R&R. No, Rusty has got a problem. So he is now waiting in the FC to see if it gets fixed before he can try and head out again. Look at the mouth parts there. Now, the longhorns are largely wood-boring beetles, and you can see why, or what makes them wood-boring. Those astoundingly powerful mouth parts. There we are. And look at his eyes. Aren't his eyes amazing? And then I'll turn him around and I'll try and show you his legs again. I will just travel along his leg there and get eventually to the furry bit that I showed you. That's what I showed you there. Well, he's moving around a bit. There we are. Isn't that amazing? That's all I showed you. You can just see the little claw on the left-hand side there. And this one has got a bit of a neurological tick because I'm afraid we caught it in camp. And they have sprayed the walls for mosquitoes because of malaria. So cool. In amongst the beautifully conditioned skin of my nails. Wonderful. Right. Right, so let's have another last look at him like this, and just look at the length of his horns, or his antennae. And Linda, you wonder what they eat. They bore into wood, and otherwise they're largely plant eaters. So they probably eat flowers and plants and a bit of nectar and that sort of thing, but they bore into wood and lay their legs in wood. Right, we're going back to TV now, everybody. Stand by. Welcome back, everybody, to your live safari from one of the world's most iconic wildlife areas. We've had Jamie with the lions, Brent Leo Smith is in the final control, very exciting stuff there, and Steph on foot with elephants, and we've got a Long Horned Beetle. Hashtag Safari Live is how you get a hold of us. Ask us your questions, send us your comments, tell us what you think this is. You don't have to do that anymore because I've just told you what it is. Right, that is the rehearsal of the advert break. Over. Looks almost like a sort of bird dropping, doesn't it? Jennifer, you want to know if they bite? Let's find out. Ah. No, Jennifer, they don't bite. They can bite. But this one is not biting. Not a biter. I'm hoping it's going to survive long enough till tomorrow, because he really is quite spectacular. But like I say, he's on his way out, and I don't know that he'll make it. Oh, Lord John, the Duke of Westminster, we'd like to know why it's got the hairs on its legs. I don't know, Lord John. I can only assume that it is perhaps to help it when it is holding on to whatever it lives on. This one was found in the camp. It is, of course, camouflaged as a bird dropping. And I don't know, maybe those hairs just help it to hold on to whatever the substrate is that it lives on. And they're most impressive, aren't they? You can see this one definitely described or disguised to look like a bird turd. Wonderful. I'm going to put him back in here.